Well, Matt, looking forward to a Saturday game at Tranmere, doing this a day early this week, because obviously team travelling up to Tranmere on Friday. But firstly, I think just a couple of reflections on Sunday, which was, I think everybody agreed, one of the sort of day that makes the bad days worthwhile. Was that how you felt it and the players as well?
It was, yeah. It was a very good performance, probably our best performance of the season, certainly in that first half an hour. Um, Great atmosphere, sell-out league attendance, local rivals doing the double over them, wrapping up a brilliant Christmas for us, 9 points out of 9. Yeah, a good day all round, and so many pleasing performances, and yeah, really sets us up for the second half of the season nicely.
And do you think the players fed off that atmosphere on Sunday? I mean, it was the best atmosphere we've had in the ground probably all season, and a real occasion. And do you think that inspired the players to the performance they put on? 'Cause certainly in the first half hour, it was scintillating.
Supporters have a big influence, of course they do, and our supporters are great, and I've thanked them many times for backing the players like they have done so well in doing so since I've been a manager. And yeah, the atmosphere that they created on Sunday was superb, and they certainly really yeah, kept us going. And you look at 3 games, and credit to our medical and strength conditioning staff as well, and Sean Dundo, and 3 games in 7 days, and how we were running and shutting down and counter-attacking in the last 10 minutes of that third game was a testament to all the hard work that they've been doing, we've been doing, and all the players have been doing over the last 7 or 8 weeks, because we've really stepped up training. I admit myself, it was certainly down to me that with the amount of injuries that we were having around that time and lots of key players out, I became a little bit uncharacteristic, if you like, but I became a little bit nervous in training, and maybe wrapped them up in cotton wool a little bit, just fearful of not wanting any more. And certainly had a conversation with Sean, and who disagreed with what I was doing, and you know, the players who are fit need to be fit. We need to kick on and raise the levels, because we're a fit, energetic team, and we need to make sure that that's in place. And I couldn't agree more. And in the last 8 weeks, we've really worked the players hard. And I think that coinciding with the injuries coming back just goes to show how strong we were and how fit and physical we were over those 3 games in 7 days. And the squad in many ways is in a really good place at the moment.
And just you touched on 9 points out of 9, but the league table, the situation as it is at the moment, all the clubs so tightly close together in that mid-table, but definitely a situation now where we can enjoy possibly looking above us rather than below us.
Yeah, we can, Tony. It's certainly boosted and certainly changed. Space of 7 days has really changed the league position. We're 3 points off the playoffs, right in the middle of that pack, which is great for everyone to be through what we've been through, and to be sitting at the turn of the year where we are is an outstanding achievement by everyone from the club. So cliche, heard me say it loads of times, 50 points, sick and tired of seeing it, but hearing it, sorry. But that is the first goal. But we're on 35 now, with 21 games to go. So really strong chance of getting to that 50 as soon as we possibly can. And that is something that we'll be really working on, is getting those points on the board, seeing where we are after 50, seeing how many games we've got left. And I believe with the second half of the season that certainly anything's possible.
Arduous campaign over Christmas, 3 games in 6 days, and over the next month, sort of different type of pressure, because we're starting to hit the road a bit. We're going to see a lot of the country in the next couple of months. Three just in the next 4 weeks at Tranmere, Salford, and Harrogate. Begins at Tranmere this week. Played them once, not a lot between the sides, we thought, in the home game, but it was the afternoon that really encapsulated our season, wasn't it? With 3 centre halves in the first 20 minutes.
It was just sort of maybe the first week of October, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not a lot between the two sides, but I certainly feel that we're a different outfit now. And it was a tough afternoon for us. Louis John going off after 7 minutes. Aaron Pierre coming on for his league debut, going off 10 minutes later with a really bad ankle injury. And then shuffling the pack, moving it around in the middle of our bad spell with injuries as well. And and unfortunately 2 goals in the first half, a penalty, and then one in injury time in the first half. And we just couldn't get back into the game in the second half at all. Couldn't break them down. Couldn't get the goal. So a disappointing afternoon for us, which is a rare occasion again, the Green Lane. But hopefully we can put the record straight. As I say, we feel all round in a better place than we were back then. It'll be a tough game, tough place to go. Some good players, big club, experienced manager. So we know what we're in for. It's going to be a hell of a tough game. But we go into it full of confidence, and we're really looking forward to it.
And we've touched on the injured players coming back, virtually fully fit squad, and David Ajiboye to add to it on Saturday. But must be a few head-scratching moments as to how they all fit in over the next few weeks.
And that's a nice problem. Probably the first time I've had these problems this season. Before it's just been picking the 11 fittest. Now I'm actually having a little bit of a selection headache with Jason and Mickey. So no, welcoming David back into the squad. For the second half of the season is a great signing for us. Just injury wise, I mentioned John Barden, who's now coming in, weight bearing on his leg. He's doing great, and it's great to have him back in and around the training ground. Such a great character and loved by everyone, and he's making real strong progress after that horrific injury as well. So no, it's really good to have him back in and around the squad and in and around the training ground. Matt Ridley's doing okay as well, back out running. So is Kobe Rowe back out running. Sam Hart and Aaron Pierre have just had this. There's been quite a bit of a virus going around, a flu bug that's been hitting quite a lot of clubs as well as people generally, I believe. But they both have been suffering with that and hope to be okay. And we'll see how they are tomorrow. And Adam Lovett still just really struggling with his concussion he's got at Carlisle. So we're still not progressing too far on with him at the moment, which is so disappointing because Adam's a great lad and he's done so well for us and really had the shirt, if you like. And it was so unfortunate for him to a little bit of innocuous challenge there in the box at Carlisle, and now he's just struggling to shake this concussion off. So disappointing for him with that. But we hope to see him back training and pushing and getting back into that team as quick as we possibly can. So that's pretty much where we are injury wise, and it's certainly a hell of a lot better than it has been. So no, we're really pleased with where we're at.
You mentioned Sam Hart suffering from illness. So is he happy now that he's recovered from the smack in the face he got against Gillingham?
Yeah, we've had an X-ray. We're just wait for a call any time now just to confirm it's not broken. We don't think it is. We just had to wait a few days for the swelling to go down before getting the X-ray. But no, the swelling's gone right down. We don't think it's broken. We're waiting for confirmation. And then, hopefully he's back part of us. And it's been a bit of a frustrating time for Sam as well. And had his chance against Gillingham there, started the game really well, first half an hour. And once he gets up and running, it's been a bit stop-start for him, he's really going to put Rob under real pressure for that left-back spot.
And we mentioned David Ajiboye. We should signed on loan from Peterborough to the end of the season, and it is to the end of the season as well. I gather there's no recall clause at any point.
No, there isn't. No, even though there's a change of manager now and whatever else. No, there's no recall. And we have got David for the remainder of the season.
And a big boost to be able to add him to a squad that's now at full strength. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, he's such a great lad, isn't he, David? And loved by everyone, supporters, board members, staff, players. It's just great to have him back, and he's smiley facing around the training ground, and he's giving everyone a big lift, and he's chomping at the bit to get playing back again, and for us. He'll be on the bus on the way up to Tranmere, and I'm sure he's really looking forward to it as well.
We should just mention one player that has left us during the last week, Charlie Kendall, recalled by Lincoln City, and unfortunately it didn't quite work out for him at Sutton over the last few months.
No, and I can't fault Charlie. Actually, he's a terrific lad, great professional, constantly doing extras and working hard on his game, in the gym as well, and a real good lad. But just limited chances for him. Didn't quite work out, and I really thank Lincoln for their effort and their support. And Jez George there was great to deal with, and we just felt with all parties really that the best thing was to go back to his parent club and get back into them and training with them and see where it takes him. And I'm sure Charlie can kick on and have a good career and once again, I thank Lincoln for all the help they did with that.
And as we're in January now and in the transfer window, has your workload gone up a little bit in the last week from what it was in the previous couple of months?
It does. It certainly does get a bit busy, and the phone starts ringing again. Yeah, and agents are on you non-stop. But I'm not looking to do too much. Maybe trying to get one more in. Yeah, I don't think now we've got David over the line. Try and get one more in, and with the injured players coming back, they feel like new signings. So yeah, it's a real freshness within our squad and back out on the training pitch, which is great.
And that full squad needed, as they Tranmere this week, Salford next Saturday, and Harrogate a couple of Saturdays after that. So a lot of travelling, a lot of hard work, and everybody probably going to be needed over the next month or so.
Yeah, as they have been over this Christmas period. Yeah, we've got 3 away games. Our away form hasn't been great. I don't put anything down to that really. I just feel we can really kick on now. We had a great result at Crawley. We're up and running away from home. And yeah, we're not concerned about that one little bit. Used to travelling, we get the preparation right, everything's right, and as I say, the team's full in confidence, ready to go to Prenton Park on Saturday to hopefully continue this good run going and get a result up there, which then sets us up for another one at Salford, as you say.
Well, I think we said before Christmas that a good Christmas period. We set up an exciting second half of the season. Was a good Christmas period. Definitely looks like an exciting second half of the season, and we look forward to it starting at Tranmere on Saturday. Thanks very much, Matt.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks a lot. Cheers.